Hi, my name is Steven, and I make fonts as Aerotype. Today is part 3 of Infinity of fixing name mono in the thin source so that it can be expanded into that thin area of the weight range. This thing is almost about right. Oh, maybe it is right. Yeah, okay. The horn is just obviously closer to the edge. Oh, but I'm in the bold. All right. What am I doing? Okay, let's send you to background and reinterpolate and see what happens to the horn. Probably not too bad. Let's delete a couple of things. Okay, the horn is kind of bad. But nothing unfixable. Okay, it's getting there. It's just a little bit kind of too big in this part. I should have fixed that more carefully. Let's pop the O back here, and then that way we can kind of follow it better. How does this look? Too something or other there. Too thick. Yeah, that seems pretty decent. Okay. Cool. Let's reinterpolate. Oh my god. Okay, that's kind of a funny thing that happened. Let's pop this back then. That does give us some indication of where we could end up. Sure. Well, you know what? I like to go... Okay. You know, I almost should have just done A to Z. Would have made a better video. I think as it is, I might end up kind of ending the video on some weird thing. Well, not weird, but like, you know, unsatisfyingly in the middle thing. I guess that's all of type design. This, why is it like that? I don't think it should be. Must be a vestige of old. These should probably align though. That's because they're kind of like the alternate that happens above a certain weight. Okay, this one should be interesting. By which I mean take a medium amount of work. Won't be hard though. All right, let's reinterpolate to get something close-ish. And let's maybe grab this guy because we want it to probably be slightly related. Okay. should slice. Okay. Boom, add a guideline. That is a perfect example of where I like that script, and I have it set to command /, which kind of makes sense to me in some sort of visual way, I'd say. Maybe I'll add an O to the background to get a sense of where possibly this should approximately go to, although in a monospace font that's always a little bit weird and different. One thing I'm trying to think through is this bar should probably appear sort of in the middle of these two white spaces, and it really doesn't. So maybe we should budget over by some amount. That's probably more important than the E matching between these two. I don't know. Should also probably appear that it's in the middle, so it's a bit of a trade-off, like in the middle of these two. But yeah, I don't know. Pretty good. Okay, let's bring back our metrics view. And let's send that to the background and then reinterpolate and see where that puts things. I think there's swap with background or something. Control Command J. Nice. And let's line that up. Okay. Nice. Looks pretty okay. All right. Why is this guy like that? Okay. Yeah, it makes more sense to be kind of squared off. Just turned off the background for a minute because it was kind of distracting. And actually, what do we get? Oh, okay. I see. That feels about right. Okay. So we'll also need, I think, 240, an alternate layer here. I think we set it up for negative or a minimum of 240. And then basically I'm just kaboom. And that should work. Cool. Okay. It's rare that the P and R would match height here in a typeface, but name sans I think does that for the theory that like it's related to sort of the idea of these coming from mosaics. Kind of wonder, maybe I should grab from text thin, and yeah, the S stays about the same width, and I've already kind of obsessed with it, so I don't think I need to change it any further, unless it's a little too heavy, which it probably is. Dang. But let's 69. I was, yeah, almost considering trying to find it or generate it from the bigger system, but that honestly seems like overkill. Because we can just get a good shape this way. Yeah, I'll probably want to change it a bit more, but it's not bad. Okay, how much further am I going here? Oh god, there's so much more. That's okay. I mean, I haven't been working for long. It's just in terms of a video and in terms of sitting here still for one session, I'm not that good at it. Okay. Okay, reasonably good. Oh God, I haven't been updating the anchors. What am I doing? Yeah, thanks so much for tuning in. If you did, I hope that things are going all right for you or even good. Um, what a weird year we're in, but I hope it's a good one for you. Happy New Year. And yeah, be on the lookout for an update to Name Mono in the nearish future. I'm kind of bouncing between a lot of projects recently, but this year a huge goal is to like wrap up V1s of hopefully all of my open projects. Um, that's kind of a big goal, but I'm trying to make my um, expectations of myself reasonable enough that I can uh, finish some fonts. And um, some people, thankfully, and I would say rightly so, see my V0.4 fonts or whatever and say, oh, okay, those are just as good as most fonts. Um, but I can't help but think that a lot of people maybe see V0.4 and think, what is the type designer like? What's wrong with this that it's not ready for production? That's not really the case. It's more, I still want to extend those typefaces more a lot of the time, but they're pretty solid for production use. So I'm gonna try to like flip my approach a little bit, and just like finish things and call them finished a little more rapidly, or at least I'm gonna try that. I'm also working kind of a part-time day job, which is awesome. I'm learning a lot, and I'm a font engineer for the Type Founders. I don't know if I've said that publicly on social media before, but it's been really good, and I'm getting to work on lots of different fonts, and that's informing me about like a broad spectrum of what typefaces can be, and also just very practical, um, getting better at Python and programming and stuff, which is I'm really lucky to have that chance to do, to like really spend time on it and even get feedback on it sometimes. Yeah, but I'm rambling. Thanks a lot. Hope you're doing well. Hope if you've got creative projects, they're going great, or that you're working through it and they'll be great. So thank you. Take care.